I first began journaling on the 16th of January 2023. I remember this because I wrote it down. Before starting to journal, I thought it was a waste of time and didn't understand its usefulness. But now that I have, I've realized that not only is it therapeutic, but it's very, very helpful. You see, God speaks to us all in very different ways through dreams, people, experiences, and our thoughts. And if we don't write these things down, it is very easy to forget. Like, even for me, sometimes going to school and getting homework, I know that if I don't write it down, there is a very high chance that I'll forget that I have homework. Or even if someone's asking me to do something that's outside of my daily routines, I know that if I don't write it down, there is a chance that I'll forget. So I have notes everywhere, post-it notes. I have notebooks where I keep all these kind of things organized. So I make sure to always carry a little notebook around, or even like my phone, the notes app. But I prefer writing because I feel like the action of writing actually helps you to remember more because it's more intentional than typing is. So yeah, by writing these things down, we are able to look back at them and see that the promises of God have been fulfilled. Prayers have been answered, or maybe your dream just makes more sense. Don't miss out on an opportunity to thank God at every instance. And by writing these things down, you remind yourself of all that He's done. It allows you to appreciate life more and find beauty in the little things. It also helps you to hold yourself accountable. In the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verses 2 to 3, it says, "Then the Lord answered me and said, write down the vision clearly upon the tablets, so that one can read it readily. For the vision still has its time, presses on to fulfillment, and will not disappoint. If it delays, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not be late." And not only does this verse encourage us to write things down, but it also tells us that the promises of God are never late. They're always perfectly on time. So even when the Lord has told you something, maybe 2 years ago, and you wrote it down, you're able to look back at it. And when you see that it came to pass or it happened in the way He said it would, you're just like, oh, wow. And you realize and you see and you experience God's faithfulness firsthand just by writing down the things that He has told you. So let us write things down to remind ourselves of the promises of God to us. And let us also allow it to serve as a reminder that the word of God never fails. Thank you guys very much for watching. Today I just wanted to speak about how important it is to be able to look back on what the Lord has told us and then compare it to where we are now and the changes that have taken place in our lives. Don't think that writing down is the only thing that you can do to be able to look back and like refer to what the Lord has told us. Personally, I think writing down is the best method just because it uses so much of you. Like, you need to, when you write things down, not only are you writing it and you're seeing the shape of the words and all of that, if you have photographic memory, that may help you, but also just when you refer back to it, you're gonna have to read those words, and reading it, you internalize it more, I think, anyways, for me. But you could also maybe record yourself, like audio, if you don't like writing, or even just like in your notes app, that works too. So yeah, I don't think writing down is the only way, but I think it's the most effective way and the most, it may not be efficient, but it's definitely effective for me. So I do recommend you guys do that. Thanks again for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.